be our NECC season opener for Rainbow Six Siege here right now. And it is going to be St. Clair currently leading 1-0 as we do hop into Oregon here coming up right now. John, how are you feeling?
Well, we're on Oregon, so not feeling the most optimistic, but hopefully they've been improving throughout the preseason and throughout practices, and they can give us a good showing on this map. Definitely hasn't been their strong suit, but hopefully that will change. Bans, pretty typical here. We are going to get Thatcher, as well as Maverick, actually, for this one. So
Is
a little bit of a different ban there. Maybe they just didn't like how it was playing out on Clubhouse.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something that we could be looking at here, right? I mean, if you were not a fan of something, you would definitely take it out in your game number 2. So here on Oregon, wanting to just eliminate St. Clair from being able to take that Maverick on their attacking rounds. But St. Clair will be starting on defense, so even then it won't really affect them for the first 6 rounds anyhow. Cade, though, will be taken out once again. That one's pretty typical of HCC. Now it's going to be St. Clair's last ban coming through for their defensive ban. So essentially, what are they not allowed to play for their defensive half here starting off?
Should be interesting what this last ban is going to be. It's going to be Mira, actually. And I mean, Mira can be very, very effective on Oregon. So pretty good call there for St. Clair to take that one out. That will be the end of ban phase. We'll see who the picks are going to be coming through here. And I definitely want to see some improvement here on this map specifically. Like I said before the break, you really need to be able to shore up this weakness, because if teams can constantly exploit this map against you, it is going to be very, very tough for you to hold on to series leads and for you to just clean sweep, which is really what you want to be doing here at this level of plays. You want to just be able to have every map solid, and obviously it isn't in a perfect world. You could, but obviously we're not living in a perfect world, so it is very tough to have that have a lot of maps that you can provide on. But if teams are going to pick this one against you, you have to try and shore up that weakness and at least try and give yourself a chance to win this map.
Yeah, we've talked a little bit about it on the back end here, about how Oregon is just one of those ones where it's not the, ideal choice for St. Clair maybe here today. Regardless, though, starting on the defense is something we also talked about, that it will favor them here. They're better at the defense than their attack, and this is going to be a defensive-sided map here starting us off. So take what you can get. I think that if St. Clair can get a 4-2 half or better, they win this game. If they do not get a minimum of a 4-2 half, they will not find the win here, and that is just my prediction going into it.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you have to try and find yourself an advantage on the defensive side of things, because that really is your strong suit for St. Clair. That is where you're most comfortable on, especially with new player coming in Salty Boy. Definitely going to feel a lot better on this defensive side for St. Clair. And we see them actually be decently successful on the defensive side. I feel like their attack really is where it falls apart a lot of the times for them. It feels like their hesitations on this map, on how they want to position, how they want to break into sites, is really where they seem to struggle. And I mean, starting off on defense always is going to be a good thing. We are going to see 4 people here from the same spawn point for the side of HCC, watching for any spawn peaks just there, but not going to see anyone just yet. And I mean, so far 3 minutes in this round, and haven't seen any early picks coming through. I feel like there hasn't really been a ton of them. There's been a few rounds where we saw a couple of nade kills for Kinger early on. We saw 1 or 2 picks later than that, but hasn't really been too many crazy spawn peaks or too many really aggressive pushes into sites that have really netted teams any kills.
No, not really at all, like you were saying. I'd like to see a spawn peak or 2 from St. Clair, because I don't think HCC would expect it by any means necessary. But the only thing is if you die on a spawn peak, it just is so upsetting for you and the rest of your team for the rest of the round. Because you don't want to ever be that guy that, spawn peaks and then dies, because then you're like, okay, I just put my team instantly at a handicap. And yeah, so regardless, it is going to be the side of HCC making their entrance into the site here now, pointing at all this util, trying to get on the kind of intel that they can gather for themselves early on here. This is going to be Hazed Bear, the first one to try to spot something out. But regardless, HCC's weakness is once again looking like it could be the time. I mean, they got to get things moving. They do not have a whole lot of control, and the time is already dwindling down.
They do have a minute and a half here. Some actions need to be taken sometime soon. Try and break in the site. They're getting everything set up decently well right now. They have good position here on the upper floor, trying to push into this long hallway. It is being watched by Chars right now on the other side of that wall. He isn't going to let anyone through just yet, but looks like they want to try and push through this window. Atlas watching stairs. Looks like the Habana will push up here in just a second. Lobster finally going to hop in. Not going to spot the player, though. He's going to walk back out.
Yeah, this is going to be Wagons cooking up a nade, but opts to put it back away here now. And this is going to be the side of Hazed Bear. Ooh, almost looking to swing on that player from St. Clair, but nothing going to give. And this is going to be some util sent through here. Could be a problem for St. Clair, but no, it is going to be the side of Hazed Bear just still holding off. And look at this, 50 seconds already, and they're not inside yet here, John.
They are looking like they're going to push come through here. Pete and JM Beast going to be a tough spot. He is going to spot him out there. JM Beast with his back turned. Did not notice Pete coming up through the stairs there, and that is going to be an early pick. But 38 seconds of Rapid finding Wagons. This is going to have to be a quick offensive push here. Rapid going to find a second onto Lobster. Going to push through hallway. Rapid looking for a third player. Not going to find it, though. Going to be traded up by Hazard Bear. 27 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I don't think he was really expecting that one. Hazabear has got to go down to Chars here if it does want to work out for St. Clair. He is going to get spotted. Hazabear got a lot more than he was asking for there. I mean, this should be a 4-on-2 for St. Clair right now, honestly. But Hazabear just going to get so many big picks, leaving it all up to Kinger and Salty Boy. Kinger will at least find the first one on. They do have P and Hazabear both peppered down ever so slightly. Salty Boy is going to have to do something here. Now, Kinger going to get tagged down even more. He's going to get shot out, but no time. Like, dude, I am like just what do you do with your HCC? You've got to plant that diffuser.
The problem is that their setup is just taking too long. They're right there. They're checking every corner. They're slow peeking everything. And the problem is, yes, it is good to make sure you're not getting flanked, but you end up down to like 30, 20 seconds by the time you want to execute. And yes, you end up finding those picks, and it actually will give you an advantage. But the problem was the bomb wasn't on site, and there was 15 seconds left. So you had to just push all the way through in. And there's still 2 players locking down that site with Util, and it's really tough to actually get a bomb plant down there. And St. Clair able to stop them and claim this first round on defense. Really big because they were at a man disadvantage, but they were able to pull that round out of the hat and give themselves 1-0 lead.
See, you know, you do it once or twice in a series. I'm not really going to question it, and you know, it is what it is, whatnot. But when it's the third time, you gotta
change it up a lot more too, right?
Exactly. You got and just your tempo of play. Your tempo of play has to change. It's what's been netting St. Clair some offensive rounds. And if you are on the side of HCC, you played, I think, like it is like 5, 6 offensive rounds total, and 3 of them have been lost due to time. Like it's something that you shouldn't be seeing that happen that often. It definitely does happen, but definitely shouldn't be happening like it is here right now. Regardless of that being said, they did find all the necessary picks. Like, they're playing this Oregon push right. Yes, St. Clair did have a lot of problems there when it came to taking down Hayes Bear, or Hazard Bear, sorry. But regardless, St. Clair will find the first round. I think they're pretty lucky to have that one, though.
Yeah, for sure. I think execution was actually pretty good. It was just the fact that they didn't have enough time to get that bomb plant down. We are going to see St. Clair moving to the basement now, though. A little bit different approach. I think this is the easiest site to defend on the map. I think this is definitely, you can cover a lot of angles here. You're not going to worry about someone pushing up from below on you, and there isn't really a lot of good attacking options from above, so you kind of have to go through the stairs or go through this basement piece in order to actually push through onto the site. So we'll see St. Clair. If they can hold this, it would be huge for this defensive half for them.
Yeah, we'll see. Pete will spot out that player from St. Clair early on, so that is going to send some sort of intel over to the side of HCC, as we are still at a 5-on-5. There's still lots of time on the clock to work with if you are from the side of Hawkeye. They should be looking to get a little bit inside the building here. So we do see Wagons and Atlas already making their way in, which is very, very big here for them. I'm very happy to see that come through. Now they are going to continue to make their way from top down into this basement side. They will find the initial bomb, and now, what can you do with it? This hatch is going to be a big point of access here for the side of Hawkeye.
They made a lot more progress than they did in that first round, though. The fact they've already breached a hole onto site is huge because you have 2 minutes left, still a lot of time to decide where you want to go and how you want to make this diffuser happen. You have a lot of time to decide, but Wagon's going to push up through stairs as well. They're actually putting a decent amount of pressure here, but they know there's a flanker somewhere for St. Clair. They're not quite sure where it is. If they can find him, that would really change how they play with the rest of this round.
Yeah, St. Clair's going to have so much value in that lurk here right now. Will it spot out Pete? Doesn't look to be the case as of right now, as it is going to be Pete still going hunting. Not able to find anything. Lobster firing off a few shots here, but still nothing going to go, as Atlas will take down that first player. Going to be rapid falling. Now 4-on-5. Some good damage has been put into Atlas here now to at least try to make an impact for the remaining members of St. Clair, but I believe that was the flanker. Yeah, it was. So that is going to be now HCC able to dial in on this bomb site.
We will be able to put a lot more pressure here, and now that St. Clair is down a player, they don't have that roaming threat. Most likely, the rest of HCC knows they won't have that grenading come through onto Charge. Salty Boy does get a trade onto Wagons, though. So it is a 3v4, 50 seconds remaining. A lot of time to decide how they want to play this one. They're going to push through stairs. Not going to get caught out quite just yet.
Yeah, Salty Boy's going to have some help from JM Beast here now to, play the double team and to be able to play off each other's trades. But they don't know that Hazard Bear's already dropped through. But yes, they do now. Kinger will even up the numbers into a 3-on-3. Lobster, does he spot out this player? No, Kinger going to go down, though. And that is with Pete with the cleanup. Salty Boy with the trade. Salty Boy's had a huge round. What else can he do as JM Beast is last alive? And he's going to get shot down from Lobster and Pete. That is going to be a round in favor of Hawkeye. Not the worst play coming through from St. Clair, though. That was a fairly contested site. Salty Boy was the highlight player for me in that one from St. Clair. He's been a little bit slow in that game number 1, but coming into this game 2, a very, very nice double kill in that round to try to help out St. Clair. It will not be enough, but regardless, Saints are probably happy they found that first round now in result.
Yeah, I think the key there for Hawkeye was the fact that they found that pick at about a minute 20. It gave them a lot of time to decide how they wanted to attack site, and I think if they had executed like that on round number 1, they definitely would have been a lot more successful than they were. I think if they can keep executing like that, I think St. Clair will struggle in how to defend these sites. But regardless, really good job there by HGC. St. Clair looking like they're going to stick to the same team comp here. No changes just yet. We are going to see Wagons maybe swapping back onto that Flores. No, he's going to stick with the Cali there. So big sniper coming out for the side of HGC.
Yeah, so we do see Rapid get a little bit too aggressive, I believe, on the flank last time around. That's what really hurt St. Clair, was like you were saying, finding that pick so early for Hawkeye. If you're Rapid in that situation, you know that Hawkeye's been playing a very slow offense all series long. Maybe slow down your flank, just because you know that their offense is going to be slow anyhow. You can kind of play in result to that, in pattern to it. But regardless, hopping in round number 3 here now, it's going to be tied up 1-1. And some good play has came through from the side of HTC, particularly Pete. 4-0 already to start us off here. If they can shut down Pete, it'll be very, very big here to help out the side of St. Clair to try to clean things up. And we are going to try to get the HCC attacking phase begun here in just a couple seconds.
Yeah, I think you have to have that roamer, though, somewhere on the map, because if you have this really, really slow push that HCC does, it forces them to have to check all these corners on their push-up. And because you have that advantage, I think Rapid there, unfortunately, just got caught a little bit out of place. If he's able to survive maybe like 20-30 seconds longer, even if he does go down, I still think it's going to make a lot of problems for HCC, because they're not going to have the time available to make this perfectly executed site take work as well as they want it to. So we are going to be seeing some drones coming through here. 32nd of the round, no picks just yet. And again, it feels like Oregon a lot slower of a map than Cloudpost was. I feel like there just isn't any kind of early picks that you're going to find. I feel like a lot of the defenders just want to keep to their spots. You have one roamer up there. You see Rapid hanging out on the 3rd floor, waiting for anyone to push in through these doors. And JM Beast actually going down really early in that round. Cali Sniper going to find him there, and that's going to be an early 4v5 here in round 3.
Yeah, the Sniper getting some use early on here, and when we do typically see HCC find the first blood, it does typically result in them winning the round, so we'll see if that trend does continue as JMP does fall down early here. This could provide some problems for St. Clair to already have him out of this one, and once again, having to handle this push with only 4 players in your arsenal could definitely provide some problems. We do see the rest of the team from the side of HCC trying to get aggressive. Not going to work out, though, as Hazard Bear will get knocked down. He could be getting revived, though, if he does get in position for it. Rapid, though, going to take down Pete. Now, Hazard Bear is still going to be on the ground. This is very, very big for St. Clair to have him down. I think a res might be ready. I'm not sure. There it is. Okay, so res is going to be coming through here now. It is going to be safe. They do get that one off. However, Hazard Bear next to nothing HP here now. Salty Boy will get taken down as well, though, and Rapid also very, very low.
A lot of players on low HP here. A lot of opportunities with these teams. A minute remaining. Lobster going to get hit down here. Will be taken out. Double kill now for Rapid. He's going to move up here. Hazard Bear pretty low. He's going to try and challenge in with Rapid. Going to find one with a pistol as well. Rapid popping off in this round. 3 already. Wagon's going to get Salty Boy with a sniper there. A double kill for him. And a push coming through here. 50 seconds remaining. Rapid going to push up through this hallway. Going to catch a player. It's going to be a 4 quadra for Rapid.
Ace?
Can he find the ace? Walking through here, does find it. Rapid finds the ace there. And St. Clair going to go up 2-1. Absolutely beautiful stuff from Rapid. Gives them the advantage here. What a round from this player.
That has got to be a momentum booster for your Saints here right now. A beautiful play there from Rapid, connecting on headshot after headshot after headshot. And I believe he got 2 or 3 of those with a pistol as well. So it was just phenomenal stuff coming through again and again and again from the side of Rapid. He's going to go onto the Valkyrie here in this round. St. Clair will regain their lead 2-1 as we do get ready for round number 4. HCC going to have to make an answer back here now. And if you're HCC, you got to be worried about this Rapid guy now. He's picking up some momentum.
Yeah, and I think the fact, like I said, that roamer causes such problems for you in the long term because if you go for this slow push, when you get to about that minute 50-second mark, if that flanker's still somewhere around the map, you're all going to be in the same spot ready to go for that execute on site. But if he catches you at the wrong time, you see it happen there, able to pick up a couple kills, escapes, and then comes back, finds the last two players, and is able to pick himself up the ace. And now, St. Clair with definitely a momentum advantage as well as a round advantage here going into round 4.
Yes, they do. It is going to be Rapid 7-2. Kinger holding off 1-1. Jam Beast 1-3. Salty Boy 2-2. Chars 0-2. So really, the kills aren't really there. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's what's skeptical I am about St. Clair right now is that yes, they're winning these
only
rounds.
round 3.
Okay,
so
I get that. I get
yet.
that. It's just the fact that they win the first round kind of luckily due to time. I mean, HCC kind of had St. Clair's number in that first one there. It would have been still a bit of a fight, but regardless, I mean, HCC definitely could be the one leading in this game here right now if St. Clair doesn't get the timer advantage on that first round. And going into the second round win they just did have there, it was the Rapid ace there. Nobody else was able to really find anything early on. But to be fair, all those players were just coming right into Rapid's hands.
Yeah, for sure. And round number 4 going to be started up here. Again, a nice slow take from the side of HGC. Not really changing up too much of the pace. They don't really want to rush it too hard just yet. They don't want to try and commit to that. I mean, it is pretty early on. It is only round number 4. You got a lot of time left in this game to decide where you want to go. And it's 2-1. Pretty close game still, so don't want to change it up quite yet. But Rapid again with this sneaky position on the Valkyrie here, just waiting for someone to peek in through this doorway.
Yeah, we'll see if he can find anything with that angle. Doesn't look like anybody's kind of over there with him right now as of yet, pushing on to him as St. Clair is just going to be opening up the remainder of the site. But Rapid actually, he's going to have somebody right here. I mean, oh, this is going to work out perfect for him.
Ooh.
No kill, though. He's going to be forced to run off that player, but just getting so much intel. Atlas will get cleaned up from Jam Beast because the intel was relayed over, and it will be resulting in the first blood regardless.
Able to find that kill. Unfortunately, just couldn't get enough damage there. Chipped them down. Jam Beast finishing the job, but did end up paying half his HP for it, so he will be shipped down a little bit here, but a really good pick there for the defense. They're able to get a man advantage here without giving up anybody. No trades coming through, and a minute and a half left, so a lot of time for the attackers to decide how they want to go after this. Hawkeye gonna get flashed out here. Ying pushing through here, wants to pop through the door, is able to make it through, not get shot out actually, so some decent progress made, and Wagons takes out Chars as well.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of util sent in here now in a 4-on-4 with even numbers. Jam Beast falling is going to be problems. That's going to be Salty Boy here down as well. Rapid here falling. Kinger, all that's left, will take down Wagons, but he's got himself in a 1-on-3, and these are so hard to win. Especially when you're already down to about nearly half HP. It is going to be this first swing coming through. Not going to work out for Kinger yet, and he will go down. That's Hazard Bear finding that one, and an even scoreline after the first 4. St. Clair tied up 2-2 against Hawkeye.
Really good execution there. Again, they're not going for this, like 50-second, 40-second push. They went for a push at about a minute and a half there. They found that pick, which was very key for St. Clair, but the fact that Jam Beast went down really early and Chars, he had a really good position there, but was found out from the other side by a window. So it made that position basically free for them to rotate into, and after that, it just kind of collapsed on site. And now, 2-2 the scoreline here. St. Clair and Hawkeye evened out, and both teams have had their pop-off moments, but I think both of them kind of figuring each other out pretty well now.
We were talking about how St. Clair is going to need to take advantage of their defense if they do want to come away with an Oregon win here today, and we're going to have to see that come through here now. We only have 2 rounds left on this first half where Saints are defending, and I'm going to say they need both. I'm going to be completely honest here. I just think I'm not that confident in a 3-3 half with Saints going into the offensive side of Oregon. It just really scares me. I think that they need that extra little insurance. They need that extra little push. These next 2 rounds are going to be very, very important here to the Saints' future of this game.
We see the 6th pick for Frost coming through for JM Beast. He's going to be able to put some traps down on this window, especially vulnerable for the defenders here. Really good angle for attackers to try and push through. We are going to see him put some more frost traps down here on all these windows, actually. So he's just making sure he's covering all the entrances, one for the stair as well. And I like the frost. I do think, obviously, if people are paying attention, it is very easy to spot those ones out. But I feel like because of how slow Hawkeye plays, it means that those last second rushes are a lot harder to keep track of little things like the frost trap. So it could definitely net them a good advantage here because of how slow HCC are playing.
Yeah, we will see how it
Ooh,
does
Rapid.
work out. Yeah, he's been in such good positioning all game long. I mean, if he just lurks up here right now, it'll be so big. But I think there's no way they just give him these free angles, right? They know he's got to be here now, as he does fall all the way down and works his way down to these bottom of the stairs. But there is a lot of players gathering some intel on him, I do believe, as he does finally make his way all the way down. And he just really kind of caused problems up there. He just kind of caused a distraction. Hazard Bear will be in the position Rapid was just in 10-15 seconds ago. Funny how that works out. Lobster going to have some intel on a player with his drone, and HCC, honestly, have gotten a good entry into the site early on.
It was unfortunate, too, because Rapid actually had a really good position, but his vigil ran out just before the drone went in. So when the drone went in, it didn't end up spotting it out. It forced him on the rotation, and now he is back a lot further into sight. And they know that because Rapid has rotated down and away from them, they don't have to worry so much about these flanks coming through, and it means they can push a little bit more aggressively than they would have before. But a minute 45 left here. Not too many walls destroyed. Not too much access into these sites just yet. They are going to have to blast through a little bit more before they start pushing onto this site.
Yeah, so here we are. It is going to be some shots coming in, but nothing really connecting here early on in this round. As actually, not really early on. I think HCC's kind of fallen back into their old pattern here time-wise, because we only got 80 seconds left, and it's not a great position, as Rapid already going to find that first player being Atlas. Now in a 5-on-4, and honestly, yeah, like we were talking about, 70 seconds remaining. Kinger will fall. That is what they needed to find some sort of an opening. You have to get aggressive off that pick here now if you're HCC.
This is your time to push forward. A minute still left, so you still have a decent amount of time trying to figure out where you want to go. Rapid sneaking upstairs here. Is going to try and find anyone lurking here, but I don't think there's going to be anyone there. They're trying to push through the hallway here to get onto the site.
Yeah, nobody really around Rapid as of yet. Pete does have somebody just on the other angle of him, and shotgun in hand. We could see how that goes shortly, as it will probably net in a kill. It just depends on which side it will go for. Char's takedown so weak. JMB's finding one before Salty Boy does get traded out, but JM gonna find two for himself now, putting it to a 3-on-2 in the St. Clair favor. Pete's takedown to nearly 1 HP. A lot of this is gonna be onto Wagons. He's on a little bit of a slower start here in the series, but he's looking to turn things around, as it's now a 1-on-3 as Rapid takes that one down. St. Clair having the 3-to-1 player advantage. Wagons has so much of a task ahead of him, but yeah, no diffuser. He's got to find the kills. He's got to get moving. He cannot just be sitting over here in this corner. He will get rushed out and cleaned up from Rapid. Rapid with another one. He has been having a game for himself here today.
They do get the 2-1 advantage, or 3-2 advantage now here on the defensive side. And you said they needed 2 rounds here. So final round of the half coming through here, the final round of defense for St. Clair. We're going to see, I would like to see them go the same operator composition. I think it worked really, really well for them in the last couple of rounds. I think it's been very effective. We are possibly going to see a Hawkeye here from Lobster, something we haven't seen so far.
Yeah, so there we go. It is going to be the side of HCC changing things up for this final round of their offense here, as St. Clair is on their final round of defense. We are going to be heading over to laundry and supply room here on the basement floor, and let's see how St. Clair can defend down there. I mean, I think they've already lost this area once, so it could cause some problems here for them. We'll see how it goes. Both 6 picks are looking to get used, as we do see a Yana, and I wasn't able to catch the other one, but yeah, both 6 picks coming out. So a lot of things happening behind the lines here in this round number 6.
Yeah, it is going to be the, I think it was the smoke actually for Kinger. Interesting pick there. Char's going to go with the Jaeger again, and JMB with the Goyo. It's been interesting because we haven't seen a ton of Goyo in a lot of these maps. I think it is something St. Clair is trying out. We've seen a couple of other teams use it. Hasn't really been super effective, but gives them a lot of that extra barrier. It gives you a couple extra barriers here, which is very effective for holding these close sites that Oregon has. Isn't really a ton of destructibility like other maps, so you have to walk through here. We are going to see the Aruni as well as the Goyo traps there, so St. Clair trying to bring this to a 4-2 half. That would be huge.
It would be
trying
massive.
to find this 2-0 sweep, because if you can start winning on Oregon, that would be huge.
Like, I literally think a 4-2 half compared to a 3-3 half is series changing. Like, I literally, like, I think it changes so much of the outcome of everything. Just this one round here can mean so much. The biggest part of this is going to be to see Rapid continue doing what he's been doing. Already 10-3, can he continue with this pace? Or can we see Kinger step it up a little bit here in this game number 2? He had a hot game 1. He's been playing very well over the past few months. Can he keep that up? Can he answer back and make a little bit more of an impact here on Oregon? I know it's something that they've all been struggling with. Can they turn things around? This is the best time to do so.
Second time Rapid's been up in the tower there, and he has been spotted out, almost immediately forced to rotate all the way into the basement. But it does mean in the back of your heads that when you get challenged that early on your entry, when you get challenged literally like 10 seconds into the round, you always have to keep in the back of your mind that there is a roamer, there could be someone lurking somewhere for the defense, and every time you push forward, you have to check every corner, check every hallway, make sure you're not going to run into that roamer. And despite the fact that Rapid has kind of retreated back more towards his team, there's always that presence that he might be somewhere around the map waiting to pick up another ace.
100%. So we do see some more of this round develop here as of right now, as a lot of these players are all going to be looking to head their way down into this bomb site. Still a 5-on-5, and I'm very worried the HCC once again not disregarding the clock, and it's been the storyline here of this series so far. It's been a killer almost here for them, but they are looking to get a little bit more of an opening here now. They're looking to open this hatch potentially to go top down or get towards this staircase. They need to do something here soon regardless, because St. Clair already has it down to 75 seconds and everybody is still alive here in this lobby.
They will be able to destroy this hole here. We'll see if they go through the hatch. Looks like they are just going to leave it open and walk away from it here. Hazard Bear going to pop another hatch as well on bomb. So they are opening up a lot of options in how they want to attack the site, but with only a minute remaining, they're going to have to force it through here. Go for an execute on one of these sites, because you really need to find in this round and try and pull it towards even in a half.
Yeah, it does look like we have like one player going through each like kind of entry that they open. You have like 2 hatches open. You have the staircase. There's 3 players going through those separate locations. There's a couple more around here as well. Oh my god, Hazard Bear knows this player's here. There's no way he doesn't, right?
Oh, he doesn't know!
Oh, the timing for charge works out perfectly. That's going to be Hazard Bear already down and out of this one. The second fragger from the side of HCC. A great start for St. Clair here, and this one looking to carry it on forwards here now with another pick as it does go through for JMBs. Pete will finally answer back, taking down Kinger now a 4-on-3. Atlas, Lobster, and Pete to make the difference here for the side of Hawkeye. Can they come through with it? Only 10 seconds. That's the big difference maker. Atlas will find one on a charge, but they're looking to stop this diffuser plant. It's finally looking to go down here right now from Atlas. No contest from St. Clair yet, but JMB's trying to get aggressive. Not going to work out in his favor. Rapid with a trade. This is a 2v2. Atlas takedown. Will get shot down from Salty Boy. Now a 2-on-1. Rapid, 1 HP. The util coming in. Gets the cleanup. Lobster goes down. Salty Boy for the round win. Saints are going to be leading 4-2 at halftime.
Really good Nitro Cell there, able to back off and just get enough chip damage down to take out the last player. And Lobster there, and St. Clair going to go up 4-2 in the half. Absolutely massive. Again, another crazy execute on the site with 20 seconds left. You just trade back and forth, back and forth. The fuser went down, they picked it up, they got the plant down. But again, it's one of those things where you have this execute that actually works out. You're able to get the bomb down, but because you're in this 0-second situation, you don't have enough awareness to know where these other players are coming from, and it results in St. Clair finding that, being that last player up and having that extra advantage, and that is really what turned around for them. And I mean, again, you have to work on this attacking phase for the side of HCC. Like, Hawkeye has done a really good job on the actual executes, but their timing is just a little bit off, and it seems like if they could wrap that up, if they clean that up a little bit, they definitely could have an advantage here. But St. Clair going to be able to find 4 rounds here on the defense. Absolutely massive. Going into attack here, it is where they typically struggle, but they only need 3 rounds now to try and take out this victory.
Maybe we said a little bit of a gift over to Hawkeye of some watches or something like that, so they can check the time on their wrist a little bit more.
Cheesy.
But you never know, man. It's going to be now St. Clair on the offense, and this is where Hawkeye can turn things around.
Yeah.
Defense, a little bit defensive side of a map. Defense, a little bit easier to play for these rosters, I do believe. So it does going to work out in their favor in that regard. We do see Rapid once again on the sledge, really looking to open up this map. I think that's one thing that's very vital with Oregon here. And I just want to see St. Clair, if they can start this off with a round win and go up 5-2, it would be huge. Like, so big to take another one right here, right now. It's just not going to be easy. Oregon are the map that they're a little bit uncomfortable on. Now, going onto their disfavored side, going to be even harder.
Yeah, for sure. They are going to have to push through here, and I think for St. Clair, you kind of stick with the same idea. We are going to have Kinger. A little bit of change here is going to be on the Twitch this time around. Salty Boy on the Nomad as well, so a little bit of a change here from the attacking side of Clubhouse. Obviously, it is a different map, so you want to go at it a little bit differently, but interesting picks nonetheless. Looks like they're going to try and push through basement here. All 4 players actually just walking through the same side here. Hazardbear has a good angle here. He's going to catch one. Going to get traded out, though. Char is going to take out Rapid, though. Rapid found the head. King are going to take out Atlas, but going to get traded out. Wagons on JMBs, but Bomb is going down very, very early here. Char's already getting that one down on site. Now, 45 seconds. How will they respond?
This was hectic here, John, early on, and this is now going to be the side of HCC having to get aggressive, having to make a play, because the timer is ticking. Wagons will find the first one. Now a 2-on-3. Kinger will answer back with 2! Oh my god, I thought Kinger was only going to find one of those. He will get the both of them, leaving it all up to Lobster here in this 1v2 case scenario. They know where he is. He shot his gun here now, and they are just going to be waiting for him to come in. Charz has the angle on the bomb, and he is just ready, locked and loaded to hold this one down. Lobster clearing every which angle, but there's not a lot of time to work with. He's got to start getting aggressive. These players are here. They are ready. Charz will go down first. Kinger ready to pop up, ready to go, and he will find that one for the Saints. That's round number 5 under their belts, and a great play there. Very aggressive. Get the diffuser down right away, benefiting St. Clair. Now another round 5-2.
Such good coordination there. I mean, yes, there was a team kill that came through. Unfortunately, Rapid was on the butt end of that one, but in the end, St. Clair still claimed the round of 4K. And that one for Kinger popped off there. And that's exactly what he needed, because I feel like in round 1, he had his, or in game 1, he had his moments, but it wasn't really anything too special. Map number 2 here, he's looked phenomenal, and we see it there, a 4K for him in that round, and really good coordination there too. The fact that it was a 2v1 scenario, the way that the bomb was planted, you had one player playing aggressive, and you saw right there at the end, Kinger, as soon as that player entered site, he dropped down behind the table. There was only 10 seconds left, so he had to go for the defuse or go for the kill, but even if he gets the kill, still is not going to be able to get that defuse. So in the end, St. Clair played it out really well, and now with the 5-2 advantage, things are looking kind of scary for HC.
Yeah, the fact that he got the both of them was the big thing there. The initial 2 picks that he got right in that little small corridor is what made everything work out for St. Clair in that round, and taking this 5-2 advantage, just as you were saying, it's looking a little shaky here now for the HCC side of things. And I think that overall, as we were just talking about things, yes, it might be St. Clair as a defended-sided team, but as a player, Kinger is an offensive player. And I think that's one thing we've really touched on. Yes, St. Clair, with that being a defensive-side team, Kinger, though, is able to come in and make these very aggressive offensive plays with a little less worry on the offensive side, where when he's on defense, and if you spawn peek and you go down, it's a lot more concerning, rather than, you know, trying to entry frag, get some intel in this. So regardless, 5-2 advantage here for St. Clair, and I mean, HCC, what do you do here now, John?
I think you just have to stick to your guns. I think, honestly, that round was played out decently well by them. I think they weren't expecting such a aggressive, forceful push from St. Clair. I mean, they got bombed down maybe like 40 seconds into the round. We haven't seen any bombs go down anything above a minute throughout this entire game so far. So it's definitely been... it was just a surprise push by St. Clair, and I think kind of go back to the basics. JMB is going to be take down Pete really early in the round, though. Again,
Top
St.
fragger.
Clair finding this early advantage here, and now with 2.5 minutes, they already have potential to pop onto site here in just a second.
Yeah, just as I was saying there, the Pete's the top fragger as well. I mean, taking him down as early on is so big. JMB's is already going down these stairs too, and Wagons is kind of falling off that position. A Salty Boy will find one. Salty Boy has picked it up in this game, 5-5. Okay, Spencer coming through with some big plays there. That's going to be a 5-on-3. So big for St. Clair already in this round, and yeah, it's going to be them trying to advance even further with their defensive hold. You know, HCC, or sorry, their offensive push. HCC is all getting just pushed in towards their bomb. Lobster, though, will find the first, taking down Rapid. Now a 4-on-3, evening things up a bit.
Yeah, and I like this 4-person push that St. Clair has going on. They did the last round as well, able to find that one pretty quickly, and they pushed together as a unit to try and find these openings, but now they're going to spread out quite a bit. Pick did come through for the side of HCC there. Still a 4v3 scenario, though. St. Clair still have the advantage here. A minute and a half remaining. Going to pop a few more hatches here, try and get some more avenues into the site, give themselves some options to how they want to attack it here.
Yeah, so all of this utility is going to be coming through, and St. Clair, yeah, the time's got to be thinking of the essence here. Now, that is going to be JM Beast going down, and now a 3-on-3. So it does put a lot more pressure onto these other players, as they do have to make some sort of an entry into the site now, not with that player advantage that they did have just moments ago. Kinger from above could potentially drop down this hatch. He's just looking to clear out this angle here first. I don't think anybody will be spotting him if he does drop down, but regardless, he's not going to make that decision, and he's going to go and try to help out his buddy Charz over on this angle here. Charz is just trying to find some early shots, but nothing going. Only 45 seconds here now, John.
Salty Boy is going to peek the corner. Does get the kill. Picks up 2 in this round. Now a 3v2 scenario. Chara is going to walk up through here. Sees the shots go through. He's going to peek this angle in just a second. Try and find this person, but not going to be able to get it just yet. Wagons chipped down about half HP. Salty at basically 0. Shot's going to come through. Not going to find the second one. Kinger going to straight out. Now it's a 1v1 scenario. Kinger against Wagons. Bomb. Not quite down just yet. Kinger going to go for the plane here. Wagons pretty far away, so I don't think he can actually stop this bomb from going down.
Kinger didn't stick.
But he isn't going to stick it. He might see the feet here. Shot's going to come through, and he will find him through the wall. Somehow, Wagons finds that kill in that little tiny corner of space he had. Saw the head, able to hit it, and that is going to be them claiming a round. Finally, some momentum back in their favor.
Dude, like, do our 6 players have, like, 20/20 vision, like, strictly?
I swear it's
because I'm
crazy.
sitting there and I'm like, I'd be squinting there. They gotta be playing like 6 inches away from their monitor or something.
They have to be literally like playing on zoom, like 150 zoom, and they're able to see like these tiny little pixel changes
exactly
every time they move over.
Exactly. So that being said, another one on the board for HCC in a fairly good round, fairly close, but Osa coming through from Rapid. That's something to keep an eye on, as well as the Capiteo or the antlers?
Yeah,
the antlers on Osa? Oh, nice little skin there.
nose.
The Christmas skin there from
like
Rapid.
that.
You know, man, Rapid, it's February now, man. Change your skins.
That is going to be him picking up the Osa, something we haven't seen as of yet this whole game. So a little bit of a pivot there. Very, very interesting. I thought it was going to be 6 picked out, but they're actually going to stick with it here. So a little bit of a change in the attack, how they want to go onto it. The glass shield is pretty nice on this push. It is going to be a bedroom hold here for the side of HCC. And yes, the round didn't go in St. Clair's favor, but the fact that it ended up being down to that 1v1, I think Rapid just got, out-armed almost. Like, it was the fact that he had a Maestro, was a really long-range gun, able to beat him out in that super far engagement, did kind of give him the advantage there. And you only need 2 more rounds for St. Clair to win this series, right? In Oregon, they have struggled a lot on, but they've actually looked very, very good here in the first game of the season for the NECC.
Yeah, so this is going to be round number 9 here. St. Clair still with that 2-round advantage, but picking up a 6th here would be game-changing. Once again, to just have that 3-round advantage under your belts, to have the confidence going into that match point, series point round would be so, so big here for the Saints to have, and to just have a little bit more of a, insurance bet there that you can lose a few and still be in a good position. So that being said, it is going to be St. Clair looking to get their attacks off here once again. Last time though, it was a little bit slow. Like, Kinger did have time to think about when it was his 1v1. There was only about 15 seconds on the clock, so he had to make quick decisions, and I think that if they can speed this one up a little bit there, it could help in those 1vx scenarios.
Oh yeah, it looks like Twitch drone is going to be able to take out those bandit batteries. Will be shot out here in just a second, but it's the power of the Twitch, right? You can send it out. They have so much util with this mute and with the bandit in preventing any kind of forward scouting from these drones, but Twitch drone very, very effective in taking those out. Will advance forward here. Will catch someone out. He is going to be shot out though, so it is going to be all the drones used up. Rapid going to get taken out here actually by Atlas. A good roam by him and an early advantage here for the side of Hawkeye.
Yeah, that's a killer for St. Clair, losing your top fragger early on by that roam. It's going to be St. Clair needing to get aggressive here now, needing to get some sort of a trade on the board if they do want to, get some sort of an entry into this site. I think the Wagons, Hazard Bear, Atlas, all these 3 players that are just immediate lines of defense on these locations would be so big if they can find these picks. Salty Boy, does he spot a player out here? Doesn't look to be the case as well, and pretty even stalemate still on the board as we do tick down to 80 seconds. That is going to be Salty Boy spotting 1, but the angle not going to favor him. Hazard Bear now extending the advantage to a 5-on-3.
Yeah, I think that was, he wanted to move out from that angle, but just as he was about to move out, saw the player moving forward. JMB's going to toss out a couple shots from his bow here. Atlas going to be taken out by Kinger actually with the FAMAS, so it will be a 3v4 now. Rapid going to push up the stairs, see if he can find anyone else. Going to still see the player here, not going to be able to shoot out just yet. Kinger and Hazard Bear trading out both very low HP now. Kinger going to have to be careful how he checks this. That's going to be Pete taking out JM Beast as well as Hazard Bear taking out Charles. And that's just going to be Kinger left with 10 HP. Can he clutch the 1v4 scenario? No, he will be taken out on the stairs. And that is going to be another round over to the side of Hawkeye Community College.
Yeah, 2 in a row is something that they definitely needed after trailing down 5-2. Now up to, 5-4? Yeah, so this one's getting a little closer here now, John. It's these 2 teams getting badly here. We kind of anticipate this. This is why St. Clair needed 2-round advantage. This is exactly why they needed to have that lead and after their own defending half, because I knew the offense was going to get a little scary. I was very happy to see that they won that initial round, but since then, it's been a little rocky. Let's see if they can turn things back around and find one onto the board. Here it is. It's going to be the Ace, Nomad, Flores, Jackal, and Zofia here.
Yeah, I like the operator changes here. I like the Flores call here from JM Beast. Definitely, I feel like a very underrated operator. It's super good for destruction of sites, able to open up a lot more avenues, and it can be very effective even as just a destruction tool. If you can find a proper latch onto a surface, you can definitely do some chip damage. Use some operators here, but round going to start up here, and I definitely like this, what was I going to say, the Jaeger pick from Rapid as well. 12, 6, and 5 has slowed down quite a bit, hasn't picked up a kill in about 2 or 3 rounds, so looking for him to try and redeem himself here, trying to find, after that ace, another crazy performance, because after his ace, I think he's only picked up 1 kill, so a little bit of a, maybe after he got that ace, he was feeling so happy he forgot that he has to play the rest of the game out.
Yeah, maybe that is just the case, but regardless, Rapid is going to be trying to do whatever he can in this one, trying to just turn things around, right? Because I do agree with you, he's definitely slowed down since that ace, and also switching sides has definitely made a big impact onto things. Char's off to a slow start at 1-7, so I think it's just, you get that pick from Rapid, you get a pick from Chars, you open things up a little bit more, and everything works out in your favor. So here we are. Once again, it is going to be the Saints on the attack. It's been a little difficult for them as it is going to be headed over towards the basement. Let's see how they do. Oh, not the basement. Main floor, sorry. As they do head over there.
I like that little double trap that I think it was Atlas put down, but he's going to be taken out by Kinger actually really early on here. Another quick pick, but going to be traded up by Hazard Bear. So will now be a 4v4 early on in this round. Haven't really seen a lot of 4v4s before about a minute and a half. So interesting to see how both teams are going to play off this.
Yeah, for sure. It is going to be Chars looking to get aggressive here, but that is going to be Wagons just behind the wall, so no engagement will come through in that regard, and it is going to be now the side of St. Clair. Just still trying to find their offense here now. Like you were saying, in a 4-on-4, there hasn't been a whole lot of them, very much so on the 5v5 side of things and whatnot, so a little bit of a change of pace for all the players here now in this round. Can they spot out this player right to the left? I think he's got a little bit of a wall behind him. Yeah, so not able to spot that player out as well. And the positioning from HCC is very, very strong here. And I don't think St. Clair is going to have an easy time breaking this by any means necessary. Not a whole lot of map control yet either.
Still a minute, 40 seconds left. I got a lot of time. Drone, can I come through here? See if the Flores drone is going to spot anything just yet. Not going to see anyone. Will be the end of that. They will be able to clear out sight pretty well, though. They were able to get a lot of vision and know where all of these traps are going to be. Salty Boy going to try and walk up the stairs here. A minute and 20. Still a lot of hesitation from St. Clair and how they want to attack this.
Yeah, and that's the big problem from St. Clair right now, that they don't have Kinger, that player that does usually most of that entry fragging. It leaves the other 4 there and kind of in scrambles on what they want to do, as Rapid will finally make the decision to go in, but he's going to go down here as well, leaving JMB's just in a sticky situation. Yes, he does find one, but he's now weak in a position where the whole opposing team knows, and he doesn't really have a whole lot of support there to try to help him get out of that spot. He does realize that Lobster is going to be peeking this angle just onto his right, so I believe this is the Flores drone out here trying to get some use. That is going to be sent right onto a player, but shot down. Salty Boy finding one onto Lobster, now a 3-on-2. This is a lot more winnable for St. Clair. Should allow JMBs to get out of that position that he was stuck in. Yes, it does. And now Chars, can he come through with a plan? Can they open up the site? Only 35 seconds. Let's see what they do.
It's going to be tough here. He has to try and get onto the site. There is a player downstairs as well as a player upstairs, so both sides still covered on the defensive side. Chars wanting to push in through this hole, but it is being watched right now by Wagons here. He's going to push through. Will Wagons get him? No, Hazard Bear actually going to get him down there. Two on each side now, but St. Clair players very, very low HP. They're going to have to push through this door. One holding each side. Plant going to come through. Salty Boy going to be taken out, though. Plant still being held here, but not going to be enough. That's going to be Hazard Bear taking out Salty Boy. That is going to be the round. Now a tie game, 5-5 here in Oregon.
Yeah, that's a killer there for St. Clair. After leading 5-2, they lost 3 in a row here now to the side of Hawkeye Community College. And if you're St. Clair, this is why you do not let Oregon come through in the map selection. I mean, it's like, okay, like, I understand it if you just don't win it a whole lot and it's just you don't have a whole lot of other options, but it's like, man, there's got to be something else out there better than Oregon. Regardless, it's 5-5. Like, don't get me wrong, St. Clair still have a huge fighting chance in this game. It's still anybody's game to win, but just the offense is just so hard right now for them.
It's very interesting to see Rapid, all these operator changes now going to be going on to maybe like I'm going to say like the 8th or 9th unique operator that he's played so far in this game, and it's going to be the Blitz, so a similar role to Osa, but a little bit of a change there. And it is key that he is being taken out early, because the fact that he isn't able to find those kills has really been affecting how St. Clair plays out the round. You even saw there, he talked about once he went down early on the round, it seemed like so much more hesitation from St. Clair and how they wanted to push onto site. And it meant, again, you have that 20-second, 15-second scramble where you're just trying to push onto site. You're trying to find these last couple players that are going to be hanging around, and you're forced to go for that super risky bomb plant. Ends up not working out, and the round goes to the side of HCC. So I think they need to find a good way to get Rapid more involved in these rounds, because him being that entry fragger is great, but if he gets picked off early, it means you're really struggling finding a way to actually consistently get on site with a decent amount enough time remaining where you can plant the bomb without worrying about getting collapsed on.
That is for sure here. So we are going to have St. Clair peeking off this Rapid, already getting in, and he's going to pop the shield away, as it is going to be Rapid going down. But Kinger will trade it out for 2. Very big benefit there, and he does tag Wagons down to 1 HP. Getting the nade cooked could be so big here if it does land on that initial player being Lobster, but no, it's not going to work out. Lobster going to be able to keep his life as well. Kinger going down. Salty Boy able to get a trade out onto Hazard. Now a 3-on-2 with Wagons 1 HP, working out for St. Clair. This is looking like a successful round here so far.
Wagons holding the stairs, but is very, very low here. Going to catch a player out, though. Will be doing the headshot, but getting straight out. JMB's going to find it. Now it's going to be all up to Lobster. Can he hold this bomb site? And very interesting. We're not even a minute into the round, and already it's a 2v1 scenario. I like this from St. Clair, though. It hasn't been what they've been going for, but it has worked out for them in that first round and in this one as well. Bomb going to be looking like it will be planted here soon, but you have a lot of time to work with your St. Clair. It is a 2v1. You don't have bomb just yet. Lobster going to be holding the long angle here. Flores drone going to come out here, see if it can spot anybody.
Yeah, we'll see if it can, as this is now going to be all up to Lobster. It feels like Lobster's always stuck on himself in these 1vx scenarios. The diffuser has been spotted out, and now with these players looking to get a little bit more presence on the site, it is going to be Salty Boy with the plant. Do they swing him out? They do spot his shoulder, but they actually don't kill him out. But that is going to be him going down. He's going to get frost trapped, but no, he will kill Salty Boy. Lobster somehow winning that one. St. Clair was just not set up at all. You do see JMB's there initially, just was completely not ready for a gunfight.
No, and I think the mistake they made there was the fact that once that scramble came out, you know that there's a player coming back, and JMB knows he has to push either through the hallway or he's going to be pushing through the room, which, I mean, is covered by his teammate there. So I definitely think a little bit of a misplay there by the side of JMB. Not something we typically see from him. But now a 6-5 lead for Hawkeye. On game point here, could be bringing us to a map number 3. And I mean, they were up 5-2 in this game. It's 4 rounds in a row that Hawkeye have somehow found, and definitely a couple winnable ones in there for St. Clair. Just seem to fall apart here in the attacking side of Oregon. And again, it's this map, just so many problems for St. Clair.
Yeah, for sure. So anybody who is new to the Rainbow Six community or new to Rainbow Six as a whole, let me talk about the overtime rules here a little bit right now. So if St. Clair does manage to win this round, it will force the overtime play to come into effect at 6-6. Once it is 6-6, it is going to be a flip-flop between attack and defense. I think it is 2 attack, 2 defense. First team to 8. With being a flip-flopping, and whoever gets 8 first is going to be your winner. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting. St. Clair in a must-win case scenario here now, or else we will see a map 3 come out between these two teams. Let's see what they can do. I mean, they've lost, what is it, 4 in a row here now? They got to turn things around.
And I think the stinger here is Rapid was 12-3. He's now 12-8. Just really hasn't been able to find anything in these last couple of rounds. And even in that round, right, like they had a good play, they had a good thought, they had a really good start. It was a 2v1 scenario, they played it out right. Again, it was a really good clutch there by Lobster in the end of that one. But again, Rapid being forced to play this entry makes it so much harder, because he goes down early to that Wamai drone, and you don't have that shield, you don't have, and the player that is your top frag is just not available to go in later parts of the round when you need that kind of clutch that we've seen Rapid do so many times come through. But it is still 6-5. They still have a chance to come back in this game, but it's gonna have to be a big round for them.
It is gonna have to be a big one indeed, right here, right now, to force this overtime play. So you do see everybody try to get ready here and try to make their entrance in. St. Clair problem. Like, the biggest thing for me is that, like, they have to not be hesitant in this round. They have to play it very normal. They have to play it, like they're controlling the tempo of this game, because if they play hesitant and slow, it is going to burn them. I already know it. They just have, like, and I know they're going to want to play slow, because if they lose this round, it's over. So you just got to force yourself to go in and try to find these early on picks.
Minute 49 left here.
Rapid spot.
6-5. Oh, he's going to spot someone out there, but somehow Atlas got him with the SMG. Rapid going down there again. Rapid dying early on in this round, and it's going to be a 4v5 scenario. The minute and a half remaining. St. Clair down a man, trying to come back in this one, trying to force a sweep here.
Yeah, I mean, it's Oregon, man. It's the killer of them right now. It's for St. Clair. They're trying to turn things around, but it just hasn't been swinging in their favor. And it's going to be another player down, Kinger, that player who's supposed to be making their entries, and that being JMB's falling. It's all up to these newer players that we haven't seen a whole lot of yet this semester, and they are going to try to do whatever they can. This is your best opportunity to try to get something to work out, but in a 2-on-5, it's just so difficult for them here right now. It's looking like HCC is wanting to end this one and close it out with this round. Charz needs to find a pick right here. Salty Boy finds the first. Charz, can he find the second? And he needs to do it. He's going to get peppered down and forced off his position. Salty Boy going for the swing. Will find one before he does get fallen there. And now it's a 1v3 for Charz. And he will rush into a player that is going to be Wagons, able to take him down. The round going to HCC. And them finding game number 2 of our best of 3 series. Now, we will force that game number 3 as both teams are tied up 1-1. We see the clubhouse going in favor of St. Clair. We see the cafe going, or sorry, not the cafe, the Oregon going in favor of the side of Hawkeye. And then finally, I mean, right now, we're getting ready to go into Cafe, and St. Clair is going to have to turn things around. I think the biggest thing, though, is just that we're getting off Oregon. I'm confident in the Saints, again, going back in the Cafe. It's just, like, I don't like to see Oregon map 2 at all.
And I think the thing for me that is kind of concerning, though, is, like, we knew Oregon was going to be bad from the beginning. We knew that St. Clair just doesn't perform well on the map. But the thing is, they had a 5-2 advantage. They had a huge lead.
That's the problem.
And the fact that they lost 6 rounds in a row there, or, sorry, 5 rounds in a row there, at the end is just so detrimental, because it completely destroys your mental, right? Like, and those rounds were 100% winnable. There, especially a couple of those ones where they had that 2vx advantage twice, where they could have won and they just weren't able to convert, is just so tough, because now you're going into game 3. You don't have that mental edge over your opponent that you did after you won out.
Hawkeye definitely has momentum.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, looking into game number 3, like you said, it is going to be on Cafe, so it's a map they're very comfortable on. We've seen them execute and do well on it time and time again, but momentum definitely in Hawkeye's favor right now.
Yes, you can see the map selection here right now. Cafe going to come through map number 3, just as we were saying, as we were talking about the maps this whole time and whatnot. But regardless, with that being said, we are going to send this one to a quick little break here. Once again, as these players do use the washroom and whatnot, as I use the washroom and whatnot, real quick before we do hop into map number 3. So with that being said, we are going to take a quick 2-minute break. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this.